This week I'm in a 900 brake horsepower speedboat trying to power through. We swim against the tide with Ashville plant hire being flat out. We don't have the flatbed, machines won't start or fit on sites. It's never plain sailing as we make more amendments to the refurbishment project stairs and central London project floor plans. And I'm offshore, but onshore, in a simulator, learning remote operations of cranes in dangerous environments. I'm Daniel and it's Ashville Weekly episode 157. It's Monday morning, we're in the yard. A train of limestone type 1 is here. Let's get it offloaded. Last week, the work you saw us doing, taking the material from here and bringing it over here because the material has sat there so long and the fines had washed through. So now we have that space. Flow can offload all the way here in the top corner into this bay, and we are using the bay in the central area here as sort of like a relief bay. So when the lorries come in, they're not in the way, they can load from the central area, get weighed and head out over the wheel wash. The plans have come through for the central London refurbishment job, or penthouse. It is top floor, so we could call it a penthouse. Remember, I came up with a wild card. The client said, stick with the original plan what I gave you, Daniel. Here's the existing and here's the proposed. Only a slight change, but it's what the client wants. So we've incorporated the sliding door, what they've asked for. We've put the washing machine in the cupboard next to the bedroom, and we've taken the water cylinder and we've moved that into the kitchen. Sent it to the client this morning at 7 a.m. It's for them to have a look at it and let us know if this is good to go. If it is good to go, then we can move on and start with the specification and pricing. The roll-on, roll-off is in for test at Scania today. The test is at 1 o'clock. However, we have to deliver this machine to site now. That's what happens when you've only got one of them. But luckily that lorry is becoming very busy with plant hire, with bags, with selling concrete blocks, just the little bits and pieces that it runs around doing. We don't have another way of delivering this machine, so I guess I'm going to jump in it and try and track it to the customer myself. Where's the key for that machine?
In the office.
Could I have it, please?
Yeah, I'll greet you free.
Thank you. Why are you limping?
I played 90 minutes on Saturday, but we lost 11-0.
You played 90 minutes and you lost. Bruv, how does somebody lose 11-0?
Manager disappeared. He went to Spurs.
What kind of tactical buffoonery happened between the 11 of you to lose 11-0? Who did you play? The All-Stars?
We played top of the league.
You played the... And where are you in the league?
We're sitting 6th.
6? How many people in the league? 6? You see that mindset? Do me a favor, don't bring that here.
No,
No. Leave that 11-0. The manager's here. I'm here. What we're going to do is I'm going to sit down and have a pep talk with Liam. Because 11-0, yeah, it's not the Ashville way to get brushed 11-0. Nah, man, it's like a basketball game, man. We're gonna put some fire back in his belly and let him know that this manager doesn't run and leave the team. Is there any code or anything I need? Incorrect. Hey, Liam, I thought you said that you knew the code. Let's flash back to a little while ago where Liam said, yeah, I know.
Yes, I did already know.
Oh, all right, mate. On the road again. The busy commute to work. Okay, well, the delivery is to someone within our trading estate. I didn't say it was far. I said there was a delivery. Taking a minute sitting on the bespoke seating, which took months of research and development to create. That is the 25-yard bin getting the life beaten out of it as we tried to straighten it up and continue the work. I had a call from the refurbishment project from the team. We have all the storage areas in the loft, what I've shown you in the past. The bit that is in the voided area of the master and above the dressing. We have the area on the other side close to the window, and we have loads of little eaves. However, in order to make that loft room completely soundproof, all doors have to be double doors, but that's not going to work for a storage area. In the area above the dressing, we're going to put a loft hatch from the dressing room with a large opening. Now, we're not going to have an ugly one. We're going to have one which you can finish with plasterboard with no architrave around it, so it looks nice and flush. That storage will be accessed from the dressing. On the other side, where you enter the room, we were going to have access to the storage there. We are now going to stop that. you're gonna have the access behind the bathroom door. And if you go into the bathroom, we're gonna move that toilet, and there's gonna be access to get into that area, and then we're gonna close that off in the loft. This means that we can continue the acoustic work in that entire area and make sure that we don't compromise it trying to make storage. The worst thing in the world is to say that you've created an acoustic area and then the entire area doesn't work because you made storage, and they're going to say,
well, you should have told us.
Challenges which we are overcoming and compromises which need to be made within the limitations of a building which is not new, we are refurbishing. Sam's got me a gift. So Sam had a target set out for the year, and Sam's first target, he has done it within about 5 months. I was thinking, what could this be? Is this going to be a picture of the team? It's John Dutton from Yellowstone. Yellowstone's my favorite show. I'm John Dutton and Terry's Rip, yeah? The ranch comes first, you see? That's what me and Terry say. Don't worry about me, don't worry about Terry. Ashville comes first. Nice, thank you, Sam. At the moment, we are trying to hire for 3 new roles within the business, 2 in sales and 1 in media. It can be challenging trying to find the right people, and when you find them, you need to train, communicate, and retain them. If your business is dynamic and always on the go like Ashville, I recommend Connect Team. Connect Team is a mobile-first employee app. It's designed to help businesses with non-desk team members to manage their entire business operation. Did you know that 80% of the global workforce is made up of frontline non-desk employees? Not everyone has access to emails or is even tech savvy, so Connect Team steps in to bridge the gap and provide an all-in-one employee management app. Like our tyre fitter who works tirelessly in the yard, checking, repairing, and replacing all day. Now, he doesn't have access to emails and would rather not use them, so management can use the Connect Team app to upload information, and he can upload any problems he encounters. It's easy to set up and simple to use for both employees and managers. And you can automate tasks in order to limit mistakes, so you can spend more time working on your business and less time working in it. It even has a clocking system telling you exactly which employee is where and when. And this information can be exported on Excel and used for payroll information. So download the app by clicking the link in the description and sign up to Connect Team, the solution to manage from the front line while saving money and time. I'm at Terminal 2, catching a flight to Norway. I'm going to Bergen to meet my good friends at Powfinger to look at some remote offshore cranes. Now, I've just been told by my mate Craig at ECS that we are no longer going to be getting Cybertrucks. I thought I was going to get one. I put down a deposit in 2020, and I put down my deposit in good faith. I know it's only 100 quid, but fair is fair and I need it back. Looking deeper into this email, there's a key word, non-refundable. But I don't suppose that counts, considering that you're not making a Cybertruck in the UK anymore. So I tried to do it through the website. It wouldn't let me. They said there's a technical error, as there normally is when you need a refund. So I'm gonna have to call and stay on hold and try and get my P's back. Time now is 3:49. I've just had word that the roll-on, roll-off has passed MOT. Ben's gonna collect it. He's gonna load on a 1-ton machine for tomorrow morning. I'm in Norway, the home of Ragnar Lothbrok, King of the Vikings. I'm going to get my connecting flight. I'm in Oslo now, walking through. The airport's pretty quiet. Everything is currently going according to plan. I'm in another country and I must be having a bad dream, because to me this looks like the machine wasn't loaded last night while I was on the plane. And here we are, 5 o'clock in the morning in the yard trying to load a machine on, and the battery is dead. Lads, this is why I say always load the machine the night before, so we know if there are going to be any challenges.
One up here and digger on the back. Digger's coming off first, yeah?
Yeah.
This is the job you saw last week where we dropped the concrete blocks to protect the access to the site. Well, the client has asked us back to stack the concrete blocks one level higher. And that's how the flatbed leaves the yard and delivers 2 concrete blocks on a 1-ton machine to 2 different sites. I'm just waiting for a car to take me to Powfinger headquarters. It's going to be an exciting day, and now the train has arrived. Guys, gonna be honest, this morning when I was speaking, I was in autopilot. I just assumed that the machine would get delivered and all would be well. Well, I was wrong. The boys had a number of challenges. First one being that they couldn't get the machine to start because it hadn't moved in so long. And then when they finally got it started and got it to the job, the machine was too big. So now the machine's coming back to the yard, and we're gonna go to Southampton in the morning and collect a micro digger from B&W Plant Hire and bring it back. So thankfully we did get the train offloaded though. But I'm about to do something interesting. They told me I was going on a boat, and straight away what comes to my mind is the skip boat, because that's the best boat that anybody can go on. Click here to watch that video. However, if I look over here, they reckon that they got a boat with 900 brake horsepower that could dust out the skip boat. I don't believe it, but we're gonna find out. And the sun's out, which is great, because it was freezing earlier and I'm a tropical people.
The seats have got shock absorbers.
Wednesday morning, it's 5 a.m. I'm outside the hotel after a jam-packed day yesterday. Spent some time on emails last night, and I managed to have a chat with Terry and just give him an update on what happened while he was away. He's back in the yard this morning, and I've got to make my way to a different part of Norway now for another day of filming.
How are you doing?
So Ben's down in Southampton. He's come to collect the micro digger. We do not have one in our fleet, so we've popped down to B&W Plant Hire, who are part of the Fox Group, to collect one. The time now is 4:42. I'm in the airport waiting for a flight back to London. In the last 2 days with Powfinger, I have learned a lot about remote control of drills and cranes which are based offshore in dangerous environments. What I'm looking at here is a simulator for an offshore drill. This is all out of the realms of what I'm used to. I'm used to grab lorries, high-ab cranes and construction sites. But on oil rigs, these drills and cranes are open to the elements and people are in the way of harm. So the development I've seen in the last few days means that people can sit in an office using cameras and sensors and state-of-the-art equipment. So staff can actually be taught using the simulator to operate the drill and then carry out their duties from the shore. And aside from drilling, they can control these jib cranes and lift items off containers, bring them onto ships for supplies, and then take empty containers and put them back onto vessels when they're feeding the rigs out at sea. It's called offshore crane control, and they're working towards full automation. Now, I was lucky enough to walk around their facility and I got to use their simulator. You know, I love a simulator, because I learned to drive a train in a simulator. Click here to watch that video. Well, I love this simulator even more. It's a lot like the MSG Sphere And if you've been watching Building Impossible, you would know. If you haven't watched it, go and watch Building Impossible, because the MSG Sphere in Las Vegas, the simulator is a lot like that. And other than there wasn't any wind blowing in my face and no one dashed a cup of water on me, that is what it will be like to control a crane. And when I was using it, the crane was swaying everywhere. When I learn things, when I'm out filming with other companies, I think to myself, how can I implement this into what Ashville's doing? And I can't find a way at the moment. Maybe you guys can tell me how I can put remotely operated cranes into Ashville to do anything, because I can't see an angle at the moment with our current line of business. But of course, that could change in the future. At the moment, my flight is on time, and I am tired, but I'm going to sit down now, open up my laptop, see if I can catch up with some emails and go through as much as I can. Oh yeah, and there's a problem with my luggage. I don't even know if my luggage will be there when I get to London, but I'll work that out when I get there. The time is 7:30 on the dot. I'm just back in London, and I'm happy to say I went through emails while on the plane, and I finally managed to finish my oil and lubricant document. This says all the different types of oil for engines, diffs, gearboxes, every bit of kit we have, and every different type of oil that would go in it. First thing tomorrow, I'm going to get a few of these printed, laminated, and they're going to go on the wall in the container. While it doesn't seem like a big thing, it's massive, because there will be a time somebody will go in there for oil, and if the information isn't there, I can't expect them to put the right oil in, and there will be a problem, and it will have very expensive consequences, and all they'll say is,
yeah, but you never told me what oil to put in it.
So it's a big thing. I'm happy I finally finished the document. And that's it for Wednesday.
So we're moving this door from here to here. It's a double door, so it's a one frame, two doors on both sides.
Okay.
We're increasing the storage, so to have a nice square.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
It's literally 1.5 square meter.
Okay.
This door doesn't make any sense because it's slightly different on side. It's with an angle.
I prefer to move the toilet over here, get rid of this, and have that access here. It's better to go from bigger to smaller than go from smaller to bigger.
So this is on one space, so we suggest move this door down here. Access to the storage from here.
Yeah, from there, yeah, behind the door.
To get to this void,
yeah,
you know we talk about loft hatch.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be too complicated, too costly, so we suggest to put the same door down here. It might be a little bit smaller, but it's a full height door.
I don't want them having to go up a loft hatch. I'm happy with that.
Final suggestion is to remove this partition completely and put some glass balustrade, so this area gets more light from this roof light.
I completely agree.
These storages, they don't make any sense. It's literally tiny space, no point.
I got it, makes sense.
We need to double check that the new level of the floor will work with the stairs. Gonna struggle with the bathroom.
I know, but what's he gonna do? Step up? What, you think there should be one more step here?
Yeah, step over here.
Put the step on the landing and have a glass balustrade.
So it's agreed, yes?
Fine, agreed, done. You saw the other day I was talking about the acoustic work in the loft. Now the plan has changed again. I was a bit iffy about having an additional step because there's an acoustic detail on the floor, which means you have to raise the level of the floor in one of the areas, and we were going to continue it throughout the bathroom. But if you continue it into the bathroom, you have a lot less head height. I think we have a plan, and from what I can see, the train has just pulled in and needs to be offloaded. I've printed off and got the oil information laminated. Printed off too to go in 2 separate locations, so nobody can say that they didn't know Dan. Nice. Now these are the ones that are going to actually go on the barrels. Hydraulic 32, antifreeze. Nope, good. Pen W30. That'll do. 90. Oh, not touched it. Hydraulic oil, 46. Okay, that's going nowhere. Transmission fluid, 10W40. Well, not too bad now. Oh, more hydraulic oil. So we've got hydraulic 46 there and here. Great. Hydraulic 32. So we don't need hydraulic 32. We do not need 32 because we got 32 here. 10W30. There's two 5W30s. One for the Volkswagens and one for the Scania. You got to make it clear and keep them separate. This is the 7580. Oh, well, okay, well, all right, well, that one. 75W80, so if we go here, 75W80. So this is a gear oil. So that was originally this spec. We've got a 5W30 TS17. 5W30, we're in the game. We've got antifreeze, we've got everything, but what I think we need to do is have a little move around and a tidy up in here. While that happens, we have someone to come in to test and regas Flo's aircon. So we managed to fix the aircon on the LH60, and now it's time to regas the aircon on his Fiesta van. And we're doing some skip work in North London. Michael O'Donovan has got some day hire today. He's allowed back in what used to be his yard.
Not only are you on my manor, you want to tip in my yard. And you lucky I don't work here no more. Hey, come on, get your own yard. And I wouldn't mind Will ain't in today to do the filming. I'll give him a day off.
It's 6 p.m, heading to a business dinner. And I just left the dinner. I double booked myself. I was with them from 3 o'clock and I'm on the way to my second event of the evening. While I'm at this event, they've moved things around a bit from what I understand. And we will watch a bit at some point of Building Impossible. Tonight is the South Africa episode, epic trip to South Africa. It's a bridge build. Now, I'm taking engineering to a new level. You know, you see me build a lot of stuff. You never see me build a bridge. Like this was serious. Like I really love this. So if you get a chance, watch that episode. And just as I left the yard earlier, our volumetric finally arrived. Ben, every time you go, I know that you don't want to show me anything good. Oh, but my townie isn't on Monday. I'll get this looked at straight away. I need to put a plate in the middle here anyway, not removing the timber on the sides. It stops the machines from slipping, but I'll get this looked at straight away. Friday, we're in the yard. Ben's going to deliver this, I think it's a 3-ton machine. And the machines are beginning to go out, bit by bit. Earlier, Ben went and collected a 9-ton machine from a site. We brought it back here. We gave it a wash off, we filled it with diesel, and it went straight out to another job. And I think we got one going out Monday or something, I heard. We got another one going out tomorrow. And we've got another machine going out tomorrow. And Ben, the newest addition to the video team, has his head cam, and we're gonna see this get delivered.
Get me new machine again, isn't it?
A new machine for you again, yeah, see?
Abdul collected our volumetric yesterday, and I haven't actually had a chance to go over it and have a look. So I'm gonna have a look now. Before I do that, the Central London job, you remember we amended the plans and we sent the plans to the client for approval, but they have one more change. They sent us a little sketch as well. They would like us to add another door because they want privacy. If guests are around and they're using the ensuite bathroom for the bedroom, they'd like to create some separation there. And the new area where we've put the washing machine, they want to remove the wall so the entire storage area is a lot bigger. That's very simple. So we'll amend and we'll send it on. Well, it's not a new lorry, but it's new to me. This takes our volumetrics up to 6. It's a 450, but it's a 11 litre, not a 13 litre like what we're used to. And this one's a bit different because every lorry we have, you have to put the PTO in to engage the gear on the back. But with this one, it's a straight drive. We're gonna have a look around the body, but it's pretty clean, it looks good. Sonny looks after his lorries really well. We're gonna build up the greedy boards on the side. I know you don't like that name, but that's the industry name for them. And all the work we're gonna do, we're going to do it before we spray the lorry. We're gonna have a look at the auger and working gear as well. I believe we need a bottom cover, this rubber cover here. I believe Sonny's put one in the cab for us. But other than that, that doesn't stop this lorry going out. If we're not extremely busy, we'll put it in to be sprayed and do the work and fit the mirror covers and do all other bits. And if it is busy, we'll just put it out to work to generate revenue. It's a nice problem to have. See, last week, saying I needed to order a new fuel tank for this, delivered in my absence while I was in Norway, and my townie has managed to fit it. How's it working?
Brilliant.
See that? It's working brilliantly. Talking about the refurbishment project and the conversations I had with the client about the staircase being ribboned but the landing not. Well, the fabricator has put everything into the computer and he has come back with this, which once again I need to get approval for. The staircase hasn't changed. The landing has slight curves where it changes, but we've stuck with the straight lines. So I'm going to send this to the client for approval now, and hopefully I get it and we can continue the fabrication. Time is 2:07. All the lads are in the yard and we've got plenty of work to do. Everyone who comes in at this time is going straight back out. Concrete lorry coming in to reload and go out. Hello, Ollie. It's Saturday and I'm in the yard. It's a remarkably unremarkable day. This morning we went to deliver a machine. And we encountered a little problem. Yeah, so it didn't fit down the side of the house. So we had to bring the machine back to the yard. We'll have to work out what we're doing on Monday, but we put a 40-yard bin on, so the lorry will still be busy. But that's happened to us twice now. The more plant hire we do, the more we are gonna encounter those issues. The site did know the width of the machine. I guess there must have just been some confusion, but it's one of them things that we take on the chin and we work it out with the client. Spent the day thus far, I'm only preparing and scheduling emails for Monday. Terry's in, Tony's in, loading lorries, getting ready, greasing, taking rubbish out the cabs, tightening up wheel nuts, making bags. We have a train coming in on Monday, so we gave the yard a little clean, but when the sun's shining as it is, the yard looks spotless and perfect. Just gone for a walk to look around the volumetric, which won't be going out on the road on Monday, but we're putting together a list of the work. And it's added to our insurance. We have to make a diesel system key for it. We have to register it on systems. We have to get the tracker in it. We are going to fit a 5-camera system on it. We're going to fit a side scan. A lot of the stuff that doesn't get fitted on lorries which work in the north of the country because it's not needed. Register it for congestion, Dartford crossing. We have a checklist what we work to whenever there's a new vehicle here to ensure that when it goes on the road we have as little hassle as possible. Get the tyre fitter to have a look around the wheels as well. And that's it for Ashville Weekly episode 157. Click here for the Ashville website. Click here to subscribe to our channel. Click here to see an Ashville video you may not have seen before. And click here for last week's episode, which was our 3rd year anniversary, episode 156.